my camera up just a touch.
I think we're live. Hi,
Hey
everyone.
everyone. Happy Monday. It's our
Happy holidays.
happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're following. And we're live, right? It's our Christmas special, right?
Christmas special.
Right before we celebrate Christmas this coming weekend. And we hope that everybody's got big plans and they're going to have a lot of fun and hopefully get together with some family, based on the
whether it be small, right?
Right.
Might be small gatherings, but hopefully you still get together with, those that are important to you.
So Lori made me wear these.
Aren't they cute? Come on. How cute they are.
Yeah.
Hey?
Do you want to see comments on yours?
Yeah.
You probably scroll down and see if you see comments. So, and don't mind my hat. My hat's in party mode. All right. Love the outfits.
Thanks, Mario.
Yeah, we're having some fun with it tonight.
Yeah. It's Christmas.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Let's have fun.
It's kind of lighthearted this one. We always do a lighthearted one, right? You like my hat.
It's really hard for me to take you serious. Between his hat moving, between his geek glasses.
Did you see my eyes there?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, Willow wants in on the action, like last weekend.
Willow says hi. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, so we thought we'd throw on a little bit of the. Lori went with the whole Team Santa shirt here.
Yeah.
I'm still plugging our business.
Yeah,
so
I did. I switched it up. Did Team Santa.
I'm all about the branding, right?
Yeah, but I'm a little bit about Santa right now. Team Santa.
Yeah.
Hi, Timothy.
Hey, Timothy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's Santa hat moves. Yeah. It's kind of like motion censored.
It's just in party mode.
Oh, it's in party mode.
Ready?
Party.
And you can. Oh, no, it's not. There it goes.
There it goes.
It's in party mode. Right.
Apparently, it's had a few too many already. It's a little slow.
Oh, wait till Saturday. Yeah, I have a lot of naughty fun with this hat. Right. Oh, thanks, Aunt Bev.
Thanks, Aunt Bev. We'll have to bring them on Saturday.
Yeah. Hey? My hat's very undecided right now. It doesn't know what side it wants
which way to go.
That's right. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Anyway, there it goes. And then it'll go right back.
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. So let's talk about that.
Talk about what? Talk about Christmas?
Well, every time this time of year, depending on where you live and things like that.
Hey,
Cynthia, you'll get people that'll say, Happy Holidays. And they don't want to say Merry Christmas. Or, you know what?
I think people are just confused. They don't know what to say because they want to be respectful of everybody.
Right. So let's talk about what you heard today.
Okay.
Right? Go ahead.
I heard a lot.
So okay. So let's break it down into a synopsis. So we had people.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Hi, Nick. We have people that will say Merry Christmas. And I want to say Merry Christmas because, I believe in Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. But let's face it, this time of year, so many things and so many celebrations of different religions and whatever derive from this time of year. Mm-hmm. So you've got Hanukkah, you've got Christmas, you've got the
Eid sometimes falls in on this time.
Right.
This year.
You have Saturnalia. So you've got a lot in this thing. So some people will say Merry Christmas because that's what they follow.
That's good, Tim.
And Happy Holidays, right? It's nothing wrong with saying Happy Holidays because then you're kind of encompassing everybody, right? And for us, that's kind of our thing. So when and I'm going to say this and don't think for a second that I don't support what everybody believes in, right? But Christmas was based off the pagan feast of Saturnalia.
Right.
That's why it's done at this time of year.
Right.
Right? Because, this really wasn't the birthday of Jesus Christ. Right? But everybody was already celebrating. So they figured, let's give the Christians something to celebrate too. And, at the Council of Nicaea, this is when they came up with this date. Right? So, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Yes, and that's what I heard today is saying both. the
Right.
people. You know, we Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Right.
Then
And this way you're
covering
encompassing everybody.
Everybody.
Right.
Inclusion.
Right. Right. So, and I got to tell you, that's trying what we're about, especially this time of year, right? It's about everybody feeling welcome, it's regardless of what you follow, what you believe in, what's your religious belief, whether you have one or not. It's just about, you know, recognizing that we're on this big spinning ball with everybody. I think that's the easiest way to put it.
For sure.
Right? So, whatever you follow, I hope you're having a great time. And I hope that you have a good holiday season and you get to spend it with loved ones in any way, shape, or form. Right? That's really the best. That's what it's about, right? That's what it's about, right? And you can't take me seriously, can you?
I have a hard time with that hat flipping back and forth.
You know how hard it is to find one of these hats these days? Do you know
Yeah.
how old this hat is? So I've had this hat.
Well, you've had it the whole time we've been together.
I'm going to say I've had this hat 25 years. Yeah.
You're dating yourself.
Yeah.
Dating himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means that means he's at least 26 now.
Oh, God, I wish. Even if you doubled it, I'd still wish that. You know, January is my birthday. And
it's your birthday.
The hat likes it. So, believe it or not, this birthday, so sad to say, I get a senior's discount at Shoppers
Drug Mart. Yay!
I'm so old now. I feel so old. That's terrible.
I'm just all about the discount at Shoppers Drug Mart.
You're horrible.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. So yeah, about 25 years. You know,
good hat.
And you know what? You know it's an older hat because it's a little
Hi, Teresa.
in there, and it actually takes AA batteries. Right? There's no charging it up or nothing. You got to put batteries in this little sucker. But you know what? We took the girls on the Santa train.
Yeah.
And I had this on, and it was flipping the whole time.
Everyone
and the conductor and everybody else on the train thought it was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some guy who were getting off the train offered to buy it off me. I'm saying I can't replace it. That's the problem.
No.
Right? I've never seen another one. Right? So we want to make sure that
We'll probably get good money for that.
I probably could.
Right? Remember we were looking at the vintage
snowmen
and Santa Claus are anywhere close to our age. We used to have.
Thank you for wording it that way.
I used to have the big plastic Santa snowman candles. You could get either or, right? Right. So we were talking about.
It had a little 2-prong plug on the back.
Yeah, we were.
Took like a nightlight bulb.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
And they sat out on your lawn.
We were at my friend's house yesterday, our friend's house.
Yep.
Doing some birthday celebration. And we were talking about it. So we started looking them up on Marketplace. And they were what, like what, $75?
$75. They're more now than they were when they were new.
Should have kept those.
Yeah.
Should have kept those.
And apparently there's somebody's house. The lawn's covered in them.
That's what started the conversation.
All these vintage Santa Claus and snowmen and the candles that had the red candle with the yellow flame, right? And these people have them all over their lawn, right? And I thought
understandable, Teresa. I'm glad that you were able to pop on.
Yes,
even
thanks
if just for a minute.
Thanks for popping on, Teresa. Okay. So have a good night. Thank you for popping in.
Yeah, thanks.
So we were talking about these different things and the different decorations, right? And we just thought it was hilarious that people would still have these things, and some of them were charging like $100, $150.
Yeah.
Right? Is that important?
Nope.
Okay.
It's important, but I can wait.
So, yeah. And we have our house here is pretty, we've done the lights outside because the house is so long.
Hi, Grace.
Grace is on.
Nice to see you.
Hi, Grace. Nice to see you. Hey, Mario. So I guess Facebook's lagging a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Again? Right? I don't know. I'm ready to drop Facebook. I'm going to tell you now.
Not drop it completely.
No, but drop the lives. And I think it might, new year, new lives, YouTube only.
Yeah,
because they're horrible for lagging these days.
Where can I buy these glasses? Well, I can ask around for you. We had these at the early on.
Yeah, they're actually pretty cool. Like there's,
Yeah, because there's no class, right? So
Yeah.
like it
So you can still
doesn't
go,
bother you. I'm sure it has, Teresa.
Well, we're glad we could put a smile on your face for a couple of minutes.
This is kind of goofy looking, so hopefully it made you laugh.
If nothing, the hat's got to make you laugh. Right?
Yeah. If there's anything we can do, Teresa, let us know.
Yes, please.
Okay? We know how tough it is.
But yeah, so this is our time where we see our family, we get to see our goddaughters, and you know what, they're just a treasure, and so are their parents, right?
We get to see Aunt Bev.
And Aunt Bev, and we're going to meet with Claudette, from Grey Roots Museum one night this week, which is fantastic. She's like a kindred spirit as well.
Yeah, so we're doing a bunch of little
get-togethers, one or
right?
two
No big ones, just some small ones.
Yeah.
Just to be able to see.
Yeah.
Those
so as we all get ready for 2020 to the power of 2.
To the power of 2.
Right.
You hear that?
You probably heard that, right?
2020 to the power of 2.
Yeah. So.
Aw, I'm glad, Teresa. Like I said, if you need anything, let us know.
If you need, please. We're here and we're not far away.
Yeah.
Right. Mario switching between the streams. Don't cross the streams.
Yeah.
It's bad. Don't cross the streams.
Bad things happen.
That's right. So
Ghostbusters.
So we were talking about whatever you follow, right? Whatever type of religious holidays. So tell me, as you were talking about this today, what is it that you found out today about? Stop laughing at my hat.
It's not just the hat; it's the glasses too.
All right. Well, I'll take your glasses.
No, they look cute.
Okay.
What was it?
So we call them indigenous.
Mm-hmm.
What do they prefer to be called?
So, believe it or not, when you're in their like in the
circle group, gathering.
The group, the thank you circle, they actually call themselves either oh my gosh, I'm going totally blank. Indians or Native. They do not call themselves indigenous. That's a name.
That's a label we gave them.
That's a name we've given them.
Do you believe that?
Right.
So, and there's Claudette right there. We were just talking about Claudette.
Hi, Claudette.
Right. Yeah. So
we're coming like this on Thursday night. Is that good? You okay with that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so getting pulled over by a ride program.
Thanks, Debbie. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Debbie.
Good to see you.
So, yeah, they actually prefer to be called either Native or Indian.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess we, like everything else, we've labeled them. But anyway, what do they celebrate?
Christmas. They celebrate Christmas.
Right. So Lori and I were watching these other investigators a couple of weeks ago. Right. And we were watching them, and it's funny. They were doing a clearing.
Hi, Linda.
They were doing a clearing in this old place. And I heard this saying.
I think Chloe's barking at your house. She just clued in.
Yes, she is. The Chihuahua's barking at my hat.
Yeah. She's just like, hey, what is that?
So, anyway. So they had this Native Ojibwe, and I don't want to call him a priest, but he comes in to do cleansings and clearings. And I got to tell you, he had this beautiful kind of saying, and I kind of really like, and it's about whether you're a human or a spirit or whatever, you come in a good way, stay in a good way, and leave in a good way. And I found it so profound. It was just a basic sentence, but it is so profound. It is come in a good way, stay in a good way, and leave in a good way. And for me, I just take from that, no matter who you come across or what you do, right? It's our obligation to come in a good way, come in a positive way, affect positive change, help positively. Stay in a good way. So whatever you're doing, if you are moving to a new town or you're taking a job somewhere, right? Do that job as best as you can. Stay in a good way, right? You befriend the people in your neighborhood, wherever you may live. You want to be good to each other. It's a basic thing. And then leave in a good way. So whether it's you leave this journey, this life, and you're leaving in a good way, is to make sure your conscience is clear and that you have made peace, right? But even if it's just the fact of, let's say you were at some place and you kind of disagreed with someone, doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that your opinion's right. There's always two sides, but leave in a good way, right? Just say, you know what? I understand your position, right? There's always different viewpoints, right? Not everybody
is going to agree.
Exactly. So leave in a good way, right? For me, I look at that leave in a good way as you leave a positive impact on whatever you've done, right? You leave in that good way so that, you know what, when you move on to wherever, there's no regret, right? That you've helped somebody along the line and maybe yourself, right? So I just thought it was such a profound statement. Come in a good way, stay in a good way, leave in a good way.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that really impacted.
It resonated with me, and I've kind of kept it.
Yeah.
Right. And Lori knows I brought it up. I don't know how many times. And I just took it. It was just this amazing Ojibwe, and he was a healer. Right.
Yeah. Hunter.
So I just thought, you know what? I wanted to pass that on. I just think it's a great statement, and it can be applied to anybody, right? Anybody that does anything. Come in a good way. Even if you're having, let's say you had a horrible sleep at work, come to work pleasant, because you know why? You're going to affect everybody around you, right? So come in a good way, right? And while you're there, stay in a good way. And when you leave, make sure you've had a productive day, that you felt good about what you've done, and that you've interacted with people positively. So leave in a good way, right? We need to come to Timothy's house.
Yeah, do you know where Timothy lives?
Yes, he's in the UK.
Yeah.
And we would like to go back to Scotland this year. So maybe we need to take a little diversion into England, right? And go and see Timothy and clear his house.
That's a good point, though, Timothy. Wish the spirits would leave your house in a good way.
Yeah. Oh.
Right?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. She wants up.
This little dog just climbed my leg.
She's all of a sudden decided that she can be a big girl now.
Yes.
And she can jump on the bed and the couch, and she can climb up on you and just,
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's learning things by leaps and bounds.
The next puppy stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
It's a good thing she's good looking, because
she's cute.
She's adorable.
She really is cute.
So,
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take these off for a bit now. Ah, there we go. All I can see is the top of the glasses, right? No, if I'm doing cards, I'm not reading through those.
Well, I can kind of understand that.
Right. So, what's everybody doing for their holiday? Like, are you going away? Are you going?
Michelle keeps losing the signal. It's funny on our end. We're not seeing that, but you're the second person to say that. Yeah, but where's the metrics
that shows you the signal feed?
I don't know.
It's probably under one of them boxes that you've got scrolling there. Yeah, stream metrics. Close that, and there you go. Oh, it's all in red, so it's telling you it's shit.
Oh, just swore.
Want to hear me swear again? Yeah.
You find his house interesting. They roam around my home
for a pastime. Now, do they always roam the same way, or do they roam differently? Oh yeah, that's horrible feed. That's horrible. So I'm gonna tell you now. Here's
really low frame per second. Yeah, that's why.
Here's the official announcement. Just because of this, New Year's, No more lives on Facebook.
So we'll post the
link.
link.
You click
You
on
just
it
click on
through
the link and it'll go to YouTube.
Yeah, through the team page, and it'll bring you right to the YouTube channel, and you can follow us there. This is the 4th week in a row where we're having horrible feed.
Well, and it's saying, it's telling me to set the frame rate. Well, how do you do that?
Well, that camera does up to 30 frames a second, and if it won't stream in that, so if you go to, you should be able to change those metrics. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Done with Facebook Lives. Or Live Producer. Ever since I switched to Live Producer, it's been absolute shit. Right? So we're gonna go to just solely YouTube come the new year. It just seems to work better. And the nice thing is, if on YouTube, I can actually see what your comments are at the same time. Where on Facebook, when you're streaming, you can't see the comments. And then when you go to do comments, it gives you all this other junk that you don't want.
You say it does 30?
It does 30. Pick 30.
Okay. Sorry, guys, we're just trying to adjust it a little bit so it's better.
Now, does it give you a spot to save that? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Keep scrolling down, see if there's a save somewhere.
No.
No. All right, junk. What's Facebook's new name now? Is it Metra or whatever the heck it is?
Metra.
Well, because remember they changed the name. It's no longer Facebook. It's like Metra or something like that. Meta or who cares? But you know, somebody at Facebook's listening. Your new Live Producer sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't even change those.
No, I can't change anything. No. It's not allowing me to change anything.
Anyway, okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So, I have cards. I have the Return of Spirit and the Power of Surrender. I think I'm going to use tonight.
Oh, nice.
All right. Meta. Yeah. It should, Cynthia, you're absolutely right. It's meta, and it should say mega garbage.
Oh, no, I just moved it. Oh, well,
yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Ever since they changed, when it used to just be Facebook Live, and then they went to Live Producer. Ever since they went to Live Producer, it's been absolute junk.
Big Brother. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mario calls it Big Brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg, your Live Producer sucks. Hunter.
So he says they actually roam around the house at certain times and certain dates.
Stop.
This time of year, they are active.
Oh, yeah. Cold moon, winter solstice.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
Right.
Aw. That's nice, Aunt Bev. We're having a wonderful couple coming for Christmas dinner.
Who'd that be? You'll have to introduce us to them.
Yeah, we'd like to meet them.
Okay.
Ellie's just staying home. Girls will be here with us. Christmas Eve is going to enjoy Jamie's first Christmas. Absolutely.
Nice. Okay. So 2 decks of cards.
Two decks of cards.
You keeping track? Who would like a card?
I got nothing. I'm going to get some paper or something.
Okay, so we're doing Return of Spirit. I'm going to turn a brighter light on so I can read the cards because it's dark. And with the magic, there we go. I think our next one, when's our next one? After Christmas. Right? On the Monday? I think we'll do a playing pool live that night.
That would be next week, honey.
Yes.
I thought we were
so I just said,
a week off.
Are we taking a week off?
Yes.
Oh. Well, maybe we'll pop in for a quick one.
We'll see. Maybe.
I know your we'll see. I'll just give you an update. When Lori says we'll see, that's no. No. Right?
Oh, we will see. We'll see how
that's no.
All right.
You didn't see that bus coming, did you?
I have to scroll back up here
because
people are already. Let me see. Debbie. So, I just lost it. I see very well. It's
So
very annoying.
there's a little arrow right here. Come in, right there.
Yeah, that helped.
There you go.
No, didn't help any. I was already doing that. I was using that like this way.
Okay. So I see Claudette wants a surrender.
Debbie, love one, but Debbie didn't say what.
Okay.
So I'm going to write her name down.
I'm going to do Claudette as a surrender. What are you doing? Get down.
Crazy dog. Michelle.
Ooh, card for Claudette. Fell right out. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so this one's for Claudette. And it is surrender stress. There you go. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And you know what? I know Claudette has an important job, right? She commutes. And there's always, especially this time of year, there's always something going on. Right? There's always some sort of stress on the system, whether it's, preparing for vacation, or like holidays at Christmas time, or it's getting ready for New Year's, or you're having people over and there's meals to prepare and things like that, or maybe you're traveling. So there's always that little bit of stress. But the card couldn't be more right. This is the time where you don't want stress. You want to enjoy these holidays. So take a chance to just stop, breathe, understand that this is just stress you put on yourself.
Just be.
Yeah, just be in the moment. Live in the moment. Enjoy the day.
You have
don't
so
worry
much
about
more fun if you just
don't
be.
Stress about what's going to happen 2 days from now or anything like that. Just enjoy the moment. We all get caught up in this festive season, and there's so much to do. There's baking and cooking and all that stuff. We forget to just stop and right. So many things go on, and sometimes we feel like we're never going to get to see everybody that we want to see, or we're not going to have. Did I get the right gift and things like that? Just let it go. Just be with it. Just let it happen. Right? The gifts are not what it's about. I always say the measure of someone's wealth is not based on what they have. It's the people they connect with is what makes someone wealthy. And how you interact with those people. That's what makes you wealthy. Right? I gotta tell you, Claudette's like this absolutely cool soul. She has an energy about her that's just amazing. And when she was here, we had a great talk and great conversation, and she's got such insightful outlook on things. But it's easy to get overwhelmed with everything going on. So you know what? We're just going to let it go, breathe, and move on. Right?
Okay, so before you go on, I need Michelle and Timothy and Mario and Marie to tell us which deck you would like it from.
Okay.
Okay.
So I see Cynthia's asked return to spirit.
Yeah, I already have that.
Okay.
So Debbie is surrender.
Surrender.
She's next.
So just so you know, I'm taking, as I read that card for somebody, I take that one out of the deck. Right? Because let's face it, some of these cards everybody can relate to. Right? That's the one nice
Leslie.
thing. Where's Leslie? Oh, there she is.
Hello, you two. Aw, thanks, Claudette. Love you too.
Ooh. And who's this for, Debbie?
This is for Debbie.
So this one is surrender your need to always be right. Interesting deck. Interesting card.
Top to the other one. So return
of spirit,
return to spirit,
return of spirit, and the surrender deck.
Surrender.
Okay. So Debbie, surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right.
Hi, Tara.
Hey,
Sorry,
Tara.
that was rude.
I
got excited.
Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So interesting with that card in the means of, and it doesn't mean that you have control of everything. That's not what it's saying. It's saying that, you know what? You don't always have to have the last say, or that it's your way. It can be, you know what? Some other ones have maybe an idea. Just be open to the idea. Right? Best resolutions.
Bridget.
Best resolutions are when you're open to the idea of listening. Right? We always say, can't listen if you're talking. Right? So it's just a matter of listening. Even if it's something, if you don't agree with it, you can always say, you know what? I agree to disagree. Right? It may be just something on how, especially this time of year, it may be how you want something to go, how you have it planned out, you'd like it to go that way. Right? And we know it doesn't always go that way. So we have to be flexible to take things on the fly, make changes as necessary. Right? And you know what? Sometimes, I'll tell you, sometimes it's better if you let someone else take the lead. Right?
Yep.
Or at least let someone come in and, what's that famous word these days? Collaborate with you, where they can come in and say, you know what, how about I help you with this, or I'll take this off your hands and we'll do this. Right? So it's just a little bit of relinquishing that need to see everything yourself through to the end. Right? So, and again, another card that everybody can relate to. Right? You have people around you. Let them help you. Right? And sometimes we're the type where we don't want to ask.
Right.
It's not a bad thing to ask. Right? Sometimes they're afraid to ask if you need help. And you're afraid to ask them for help. You know what? Bridge the gap. Yeah.
Take those off for a minute, trying to read. Get hard.
Okay. So next one is who?
Michelle, and she picked return. Timothy, yep, we can do that. You're next, and then I'll read it to Jerry.
So I got to tell you, these are a couple of my favorite decks.
Hi, Tracy.
I brought up a third one, but hi, Tracy.
Marie is maybe she's not on there. What do you think Marie would like, Mario? What deck?
Card popped out right there. Okay. And
so this is for Michelle.
Michelle. Another interesting one, especially for this time of year. Right? So this is the Return of Spirit.
Kind of makes sense.
And this one is called Shifting. Right? I love the artwork on these cards.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
All right. So this one is called Shifting. And shifting means so many things. It could be shifting your viewpoint. It could be shifting how things are done. Right? It could be in the means of, like, let's say this year you would go to people would come to your house for Christmas dinner or whatever, for whatever celebration. Maybe this time you're going to someone else's, or you're letting someone else do the cooking. Right? Shifting is always a learning experience, because sometimes we don't want to let go, but we have to, or sometimes we find the need to. It may be like we did with Lori's mom. Lori's mom was used to always cooking Christmas dinner, and as she got older, she found she couldn't do it. So she would shift. She would do a little bit of baking. We would do the cooking, and we still had a great dinner. But it was about shifting the role, or shifting the priority, or even just shifting what your input is. Right?
I share. Merry Christmas.
I share. What it comes down to is that shifting is change. And some people are very resistant to change, like your mother.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's difficult for them.
But you know what?
Right?
Change is inevitable, right? And if you prefer to shifting just means things move a little differently. Doesn't mean it stops here and starts over there. It just bends with the road. Curves come up, but we still navigate it, and we still are productive, and we move forward. And that Hunter, that shifting also allows other people to feel needed, right? Which is a great thing.
Is your hat haunted?
No. It's excited. Stop. Yes, please stop. Anyway.
Anybody want any? We have some great Christmas gifts.
After all the time I've been saying I can, and now you're willing to give them away as Christmas gifts.
I don't know. You're not, but I am.
You need to shift.
I'm good, thanks. All right, I have to go back to Timothy's. He wants you to cut. He wants. Oh, I didn't write it down.
What deck?
Hold on, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. Surrender. He wants you to cut it in half and then count down till you come to the 13th card because that's his lucky number. Yeah, it does, Michelle. Makes sense with her losing her mom and dad. Right?
Yep. Okay. I've cut the deck in half. And which half do you want me to go through? The top half or the bottom half? Bottom half, count down?
Bottom half, right? Because then he wants the 13th card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13th card.
We have actually done a couple TikTok lives.
Yes.
Share. We've done what, 3 maybe? 4.
One night we're on for 2 hours.
We've done 4. But we haven't done one in a little bit. So maybe we'll do one of those over the holiday.
Oh, I'd actually do a couple of those. They're always fun. Okay, Timothy, this is for you. So this one is surrender to spirit, which is interesting since it's the return of spirit. So you're going to surrender to spirit. It says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Right? So just talking, even just with the spirit in your house.
Yeah.
Right? You've tried this, you've tried that. You know what? It's time to just put your faith in the universe. Right? And you never know, the universe may guide us over there and we come to remove it. Right?
Yeah.
But everything that we do, everything that happens, there are no such thing as coincidences. Things happen for a reason. Right? And a lot of times we've done everything we can to achieve a goal. Right? And you're like, sometimes it's just not working. It's not working. It's not working. So you know what? It's time to turn that quest, that faith over to the divine path. Right? Whatever your choice is. Right? Pagans, it's the god and goddess. Some it's, it's turning it over to God. Some it's turning it over to, whichever, some have different deities that they follow. But you know what? You always have to have a faith in something. A belief in that higher power, something that guides us along the way. And a lot of times, I did it with my mediumship.
Yeah.
I was way too analytical with it. And if you just go, you know what? Okay, I'm here. I'm listening. Show me the way. Show me the path. And then when you're done trying to achieve it the way that you thought, maybe it's a different way that you need. The message is always there, but we don't always listen. Right? So now it's time to turn off the brain and listen to the heart and trust your intuition.
And that's hard.
It is hard.
hard work.
I'll be honest.
It takes a long time to be able to do
but
that.
You know what? The reward for doing it is amazing. It's amazing, that reward. So if you can, trust it. Trust the process. And like it says, I'm going to now say, I surrender this journey to the universe and let it happen. And you'll be surprised, right? There'll be times it'll just open your eyes, right? I've had it a lot the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. And you and I talk about it when we're on our drives. I've had a lot happen, and I trust it because I've now just said, this is it. I'm doing it. And the reward is great. And I hope, Timothy, you'll get that reward, right? Sometimes we do. We just have to let it go, right? Okay.
Next is your return, and it's Cynthia.
Okay, so we can put these ones back over here, and these ones back over here. Right, there we go. Yes. Okay, return to spirit. I'm pretty sure Cynthia probably has this deck, but I just happen to connect with this deck, and I'll show it. Here's one of my other ones. This is one of my other favorites, is the Sacred Revels deck. There's some profound messages in there too.
But just didn't feel right tonight.
You know what? I don't know. I think at this time of year, we don't want to throw our balance out too much. So you know what? Talking about making that spiritual connection again and surrendering some of the things that we hold on to might serve us best this time of year. That's what came to me when I picked these two decks.
So while you're shuffling, Timothy said, that's fantastic, Jer. I'll go with that idea. I've tried everything else.
And Timothy, we're always here if you need to talk, right? I'm always here. You can always reach out to me. You can message me direct. You can message me on Facebook, through our website, whatever. And you know what? We never turn away anybody that's got some simple questions. Doesn't matter. Don't think you're taking up our time. We're happy to do it. Okay.
And Cynthia says she doesn't have that deck. It's on her list.
Really? I love this deck. Oh, so here's Cynthia's message. You're supposed to have this deck because it's Return of Spirits.
Isn't that interesting? You got the Return.
You got
the
actual
card.
Return of Spirit card.
Wow.
There's a box. And you know what? That's your first indication right there. Really. Really. That is the deck cover card, Return of Spirit. So this means you're supposed to have this deck. You will get so much out of this deck. The messages that we get in it are profound. And again, here we are talking about this kind of time of year. So that Return of Spirit is, you and I know. Absolutely it is. Anybody that follows the kind of spiritual path like we do, you'll understand that Return of Spirit is, sometimes we get caught up so much in our own little lives, right? That we don't listen to the messages. We don't pay attention to the signs. We don't listen to our intuition. We don't trust our gut. Okay. Our meditations seem to be lacking because we're too busy. The things that we want to achieve, it seems like there's never enough time, right? So when you get a Return of Spirit, that's saying, you know what? Just slow the F down and pay attention to what's being given to you or what's being shown to you. And we're in such a hurry mode at this time of year that it gets lost. The message gets lost. And when we talk about like that Christmas spirit, right? Or, you know, that just being nice to each other, right? It gets lost in this time of year because we're so busy, right? Somebody took my parking space. Well, there was not another bottle of wine that I wanted, and everybody gets upset about things. Let it go. It's not worth it. Let it go. Right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite Christmas movies is Scrooged with Bill Murray.
It has such a great message.
It really does.
Right?
And at the end of the movie, he says it's the time of year where we are the people we always wanted to be. So do it all year.
We do that all year.
Right? But and for us, that's about letting that spirit in, whatever we believe, right? Whatever we hold on to. It's about not diverting from your path in favor of something material, right? Spending time with someone, talking to someone, being polite, hold a door, help somebody. It's simple things. And that's letting spirit in. It's not about, I have to go meditate and turn it off. You can do little things that make the biggest impact. Sometimes just talking to someone nicely, that may be the only positive conversation they've had all day. And you make a difference, right? And we always say that as we do this spiritual path we're on, change doesn't happen in a large group. It starts with one person, right? It starts with me, and then I share it, right? So what you got to do is just allow that spirit back in, right? We're about being better beings, and that's where our journey is supposed to lead us to. It's about being better, setting an example, right? And so I hope that card will resonate with you, and it's also meaning you should get that deck. Right?
It's on your list, but maybe push it up.
Okay.
So Mario, he's going to do return. Bridget, I do have you on the list. I'm not sure if I wasn't able to reply to you because Jerry was in the middle of doing a card, but I do have you.
Ooh. And again, this is another poignant card for this, right? So this is Bridget. No,
Mario.
Mario.
Sorry, I was talking to Bridget.
Mario. So this is innocence. And the message in this one is, you know what? We should all look at life with a childlike wonder.
Oh, isn't that perfect for this time of year?
See?
Hey?
We should all look at life with a childlike wonder, right? We have become so filtered, so stringent, so regimented. We are very routine, right? Where children just go.
The word that comes to me is magic.
Yes, it's magic, right?
Children believe in magic.
Find the magic, right? Magic's everywhere. I got to tell you, magic's everywhere. I see it in the birds that come to my feeders, right? I see it in the way the wind blows the snow. I see it in people's faces and in people's eyes, right? When they find something that just kind of takes their breath away.
Exactly, Timothy. A lovely way to look at life, just like children.
Childlike wonder.
Beautiful.
Right? They're not filtered. They're straightforward. They have not been
preconceived.
There's no prejudices.
Right? There's
nothing.
Yeah.
That they just want to be.
They live in the moment.
Absolutely. Children are great at living in the moment, right? Using their imaginations, living in the moment, making the most of even being alone, right? Children will play alone and have the best time because they have imaginary friends. Because you know why? They weren't taught not to have them, right? So they just have this wonder. Everything. You ever see them when they see a giant Christmas tree? How did it get that big? How did it get so decorated? There's so many questions. They just look for the good in everything, right? So the world needs more childlike wonder.
More innocence.
Right? More of that exactly that word is innocence. Animals have it. Children have it. Because every day they cram as much into every day, right? And that's how I've been living since my heart surgery.
Yeah.
Every day is a gift. Every day is a gift. The minute you wake up, open your eyes, ta-da, that was your gift. This is your chance to make the most of this day. So go do it.
Maybe make someone smile, make someone laugh.
Anything.
Do a good deed.
Anything.
Bring a
positive.
coffee. Bring,
Come in a good way.
Come in a good way.
Come in a good way.
Always comes.
Oh yeah, coffee. So, and Mario, you know what? I know you're great with the boys, and I'll see pictures where you're down and you're coloring with them and things like that. Don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose the I'm too good for that.
You're right, Cher.
Right?
Let our inner child out to play.
Absolutely.
Perfectly said.
That's a great way to put it. The innocence is there. And and you ever notice there's that great saying, it says innocence lost.
Mm.
And guess what? It happens when we become adults. And we forget. Right? It's never innocence lost, it's innocence ignored. Right? So don't ignore it. Be it.
Yeah.
Be it. Be the magic.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
5 days till Santa comes.
Yeah.
Yay.
So,
Team Santa.
Yeah, Team Santa. Who's
can,
next?
I can't really see it. Oh, Team Santa. There we go.
Yeah.
Marie. And I think you're picking for her.
I'm picking for her.
Yeah.
I'm doing a surrender.
A surrender. This one's for you, Marie. Thanks, Timothy.
This one doesn't want to go back in the deck.
Hi, Terry. She says, hey, neighbors.
Hey, Terry. I haven't seen you much. Okay, this one's for Marie. And this is another poignant card from surrender your fear of change.
Ooh.
Shifting.
A lot of shifting tonight, eh?
Surrender your fear of change. That's such a great card. So it says, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Mm. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Love that.
Say that again. I
have faith that all is well. That's so huge.
I think we all could use that to
right?
say.
So a lot of times we make the situation feel worse than it needs to be because we hold on to it. And what's that thing we always say? Feel the feels, don't be the feels.
Right.
Don't be the feels. It's okay. Deal with it for 5 minutes and then let it go. Mm-hmm. Right? But trust that all is fine. Right? All is well. And that whole thing is if you're willing to just, realize that it could be, anything could be worse. Right? But the idea here is to look for the positive in things. Right? Sometimes we'll see people will go through a bad breakup. Right? And you'll see it on their posts.
I am.
They feel like, oh, this has happened and that's happened and he doesn't know what he's lost and blah, blah, blah. Look at it the other way. What if it had gone on longer and you didn't realize that this was not the right person? Right? And then it was time, by the time you wanted to make that change, it's so now incredibly difficult. Right? Or that you've realized that, you know what? Not everything was all bad. Every relationship has good points in it, whether it's children that come out of it, other family members, friends, right? We need to look at positive things, right? It's that surrendering to change, right? Letting go. Everything is fine, right? I remember in the movie, and maybe not a lot of people know this, but the movie is called Grosse Pointe Blank, mm-hmm. Right? And one of the lines in the movie is, this is me being in the me and knowing this is me breathing. This is Marie. Me breathing.
Have a good night.
Bye, Marie. And what that is this is me realizing it's me being in this moment and me breathing. Right? because that's all you need to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is going to fall into place as it's already predestined.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sometimes the more we try to change things, the more the universe resists. Right? Okay.
Leslie, return.
Return. I'm glad we're getting both decks here.
So Cher, Terry, and M, if you can let me know which decks you want, or which deck. So there's
The Power of Surrender.
Been a very long day. Power of Surrender card.
Or the Return of Spirit.
Okay, so just
Okay.
let us know. Excellent, Timothy.
Okay.
We love that.
This is
Leslie.
Leslie has got worthy. Worthy. And this is a very important card because a lot of people don't feel worthy. You know who you are. There was a time I didn't think I was. Remember? My father had done some
I remember
rough things. And it took me a long time to realize I am worthy. I'm worthy of being happy. I'm worthy of having a great life. I am. So you know what? There's always going to be something that we go, I don't deserve this. Right? You are worthy. We're worthy of having good friends, good relationships, a good life. Right? And it's a life we make it. So don't be afraid to say, you know what? I deserve better. I'm worthy. Right? If there's a job that's not fulfilling to you, take that leap. Right?
Absolutely.
You know, you've seen people do it that work for you. I've seen them do it that work for me. Sometimes we just need to take that chance. But you're always worthy. Right? We all make mistakes. We've all done things that we're not proud of. That doesn't mean you're still not worthy. Right? You know what? M, you are worthy. You are worthy. Every one of you is worthy of being happy, getting the most out of every day. You're worthy of it. You're worthy of a smile, right? You're worthy of love and affection. You're worthy of being told, you know what? Thank you for being a friend of mine. Because good friends are invaluable, right? So you are worthy, right? Everyone's worthy. I got to tell you, it was a great pleasure the very first time I met Leslie. Took the hearse to Shelburne and we met there and we took some cool photos. And then she was back when we were doing the Mystic Bazaar.
Yeah.
And you know what? Leslie's got one of those smiles. It just, when Leslie smiles, everything smiles. Everything smiles. It's just, it was, so yes, we are worthy. You are worthy. So don't ever think for a second, I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve that person, or I don't deserve that job, or you know what, I don't deserve to be this happy. Yes, you do.
You hear that a lot. I don't deserve to be this happy.
I know. It's in the Scrooge movie.
Yeah.
I don't deserve, and it's the Ebenezer other one. It's the classic where he goes, I don't deserve to be this happy. Right? Yes, you do. It's how you look at it. Everybody's worthy. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Jacqueline, she wants return. That is a tough one, Nick, for many to have that.
It is.
Right? Things have happened in people's lives that make them feel that way. Right? But you have to work on it. So, Jacqueline.
Recognition. Recognition. And this one's an important card because for some, they just go and do. They just keep doing. It's their routine. It's what they do. And they're taken for granted. Right? Don't be taken for granted. Right? But the first recognition you have to do is recognize you. You have to recognize you're worthy. Trying to go together there.
Yeah.
Right? The recognition is if you weren't doing what you were doing, and whether it's for family, friends, business, job, whatever it is, if you weren't doing what you were doing, and people would notice that you weren't doing it. They may not give you recognition for you doing it, but they'll notice the minute you don't, or the minute you screw up.
Yeah.
Right? Always remember in business, no matter what you're doing, it takes 1,000 attaboys to get you out of one holy shit. Guaranteed. So, first of all, recognize your own efforts. Because if you don't recognize them, no one else is gonna. It starts with you. It always starts with you. Right? People need to recognize when something's missing. Right? It takes the recognition of yourself. I am a person. This is me. This is me in the moment. And this is me breathing. Right? So always be.
It's just water.
I know. The last time we did one, I got a message like the next day. Jerry, were you drinking rum and Coke?
Yeah.
I'll never tell.
Sorry that. I know you could hear it going. Goop, goop, goop. Sorry, that was my water. I was pouring my water.
Yeah. So
my glass.
That recognition, there will always be somebody that recognizes you for who you are. Whether it's a loved one, a husband, a wife, a dear friends that you've had for years and years, or somebody you've just met. You will always have someone that can recognize you. But it starts with you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that helps.
So we had a couple comments. Timothy said, worthy is a lovely word. It's a word that shows who we are and what we can achieve, worthy of everything.
Yes.
And Emmy said, wow, it's amazing how I can feel your positive energy from so far away. I'm so glad I was able to catch you guys tonight. I was just feeling in such a funk, and now I feel so much lighter just being on here.
You know what, Em? That means the world to us.
Thank you.
And especially to me, when I get the cards, I kind of try to tap into what that energy is about, right? And hopefully it's relatable. And a lot of times the cards are relatable to everybody. Okay?
Yep.
Who's next?
Bridget's next. Return.
Funny, I didn't even know that. I picked up the return deck.
Yes, you did. I saw that. I guess you can't see my page.
Oh, it's
too far away.
Way over in your arm's blocking it. Sometimes I've tried to peek, but it doesn't
Jacqueline
work.
said, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, sorry, Timothy. It's just water. Not very exciting. Good, Nick. I'm glad. Nick said him too. With the positive energy, he commented to that.
Right. That's Nicole.
Well, it says Nick.
Yes.
I just call them what their name says on there.
Okay. It's like in the Dominican, they call you Larry.
Yeah, they do. They can't say Lori.
Can't say Lori the way it's spelled, so they call her Larry.
Yeah.
Okay. Violet Flame.
Ooh, this is for Bridget.
Violet Flame. So, when you see it, when anything that burns, you'll get orange, you'll get sometimes blue, you'll get yellow, and you'll get white hot. Violet Flame is a certain fire. It's a passionate fire, right? And when we have passion about things, when you get passionate about something, it burns like a fire. You want to see it through. You want to do it, right? So that flame is what ignites that spirit in us, right? That's why it's return of spirit. Sometimes we dull down that flame
Mm-hmm.
because of situations we're in or things are happening in our life, or and
other people burn, or
other people try to extinguish it. That's different, right? You can lower it down, never let it go out. Keep your fire, right? That violet flame is a passionate flame. It is about, it feeds the soul, right? That violet flame is that passion, that desire, that burning, everything that makes you want what you want or what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? So never ignore that. It's okay to dull it down, but always light it back up. Pursue the things that you want. Step outside that box, right? And you'll hear sometimes people will say, just burn it down, right? There's a difference there. There's burning it down to cause destruction, and then there's burning down the walls around what you want so you can get in, right? So do that. You want to be able to light that fire within you, ignite that passion, that drive, that determination, all comes from that flame, right? And that's why it's not so common, because not a lot of people have it. Some people don't have any drive. They're just happy to go along. They're conformists. They just want to do, right? They don't want to strive, right? And that's why you don't see a lot of violet flame. But it's important to have it. It's an intense desire, right? And so if that's something that maybe you're thinking about, maybe it's a job, maybe it's you want to start your own business, maybe it's something you want to do different, you want to move, you want a fresh start, right? And it's been lingering in there, and it's that little gnawing at you, that little small burn, right? Turn it up, let it crank it up, and let's see where it goes. Trust your intuition with it, right? You already have the desire. Let's see where it leads, right? You getting bit?
Somebody's playful.
You're a chew toy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tracy's next, and she wants you to pick. And then we have Cher and Terry and M.
Okay. And then that'll be it.
And that's it.
Because we're already over.
Oh, yes, we are.
There goes the card.
That's the one. That's for Tracy.
It's on the floor. All right. Ooh. Surrender, denial. So, accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. I like this. Some people, I don't know. Some people deny basic things. And you know what? We've seen a lot of that, especially through COVID. This doesn't help. You know what? This has come out, and I don't trust it. I don't trust the government, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I understand. There are no right answers here, because the government doesn't know what they're doing. But that denial is, sometimes we get something that comes forward and we're like, I don't believe this, or I don't feel it, or that can't be right, right? Or, you know what? I can't believe that person is like that, right? Or maybe it's something I've done and you know what? I can't believe that's what's happened. It's about letting go. Don't overanalyze it. Surrender that, right? Sometimes we have to look at ourselves and admit something, right? That denial. Okay, you know what? If I do this, I'll be happy. Or if I don't do this, I won't be happy, right? Don't cruise down the river called denial, right? It's about accepting, realizing what we've done or what we need to do. It's about making what's best for us, right? It's not always about just going with the flow. It's about trusting your intuition. Denial comes when we don't want to accept, right? we don't want to accept what we feel is true for us. We may accept peer pressure. It may be, something that you just doesn't feel right, right? How's my friend? I don't know. I don't want to chat. Last time I talked to them, they were really busy. Ignore that. Don't deny what you feel. Right? Don't deny it. What you feel is like is that intuition, trusting your gut. And if you deny what it tells you, it can be worse. Right? Trust what you're feeling. Let go of the denials. Right? Sometimes it's and going with denial. People go through life with blinders. Right? They don't want to see a bigger picture. Right? You're denying yourself the opportunity to take in wonder when you go through life with blinders. Right? And regardless of what it is, don't judge other people. It's their life to live, not yours. Right? So you let them have their life like we do. We always tell people, especially through this, vaxxed or unvaxxed, it doesn't change how much we care about you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you just the same. Right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It would not have changed it before it. It will not change it through it, and it will not change it after it. So come in a good way, stay in a good way, leave in a good way. Does not change who you are to us. Right? Whatever your moral compass is. Right? If you've always been good to us, we'll always be good to you. That's it, plain and simple. Right? Don't deny somebody anything because they have an opinion, or they have a choice, or they work here and not there. Like the thing going on with Chapman's right now. Like, holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Everyone has an opinion.
Everyone has an opinion. But you know what? It doesn't matter. If I bump into you on the street, you tell me you work for Chapman's, do I care what your status is there? No. I think Chapman's is doing a great job. Right? I'm not going to deny myself the pleasure of talking to you or maybe getting to know you because you look at something differently.
Right.
Right? That's just silly. Why close yourself off to half the world? Right? Don't do that. Right? Okay.
So Tracy said, interesting. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Timothy says, I must admit, I'm guilty of denial. I should let that go and accept what actually is. That's my point.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes it's hard. It's that shifting, and it seems change, shifting, denial, they all kind of go together. Right?
Hi, Candace.
Hi, Candace.
So Cher wants return, and she said number 5, but I'm not really sure if she means like the 5th card.
You want me to go down 5 cards?
I don't know. That's what.
Okay, so I'm going to give it a shuffle. I'm going to give it a shuffle, and then I'll count down 5.
I think it just said number 5, please. So I assume she meant down like the 5th card.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Birthing. Birthing.
Yes, 5th card. Thanks, Cher.
Okay. So we all know what this is about. Birthing. Birthing is giving life to a new idea, a new concept, maybe a new relationship, new job. You've conceived an idea, and now you're going to bring it to fruition. You're going to birth that idea. And it may mean making changes. It may mean changes in life, income, residency, anything. But here's the thing. This is where people sometimes forget. They've conceived this idea. They've now executed the idea, but now you need to nurture the idea. It needs now your attention. It needs to grow, just like a small child. It needs attention, it needs fed, and it needs changed. And guess what? Sometimes there's going to be some sleepless nights when you do it. Okay? That birthing is all about that. Again, coming back to it, we're connecting back with what goes on in your life and connecting with you, right? Because let's face it, this idea or premise or whatever it is, came from you. You have given life to this. And you're going to need some help along the way. So don't forget your connection to your higher power as you're making this change, right? Guides come along the way. For us, it's spirit guides, animal spirit guides. They give us that direction. So you know what? This is something that you're going to nurture along the way. You've brought it out into this world. You've made it. You've told people. And you know what? And let's face it, sometimes we're going to get criticisms for it, things that we've done. But stay true to you, right? You're going to take that idea, nurture it like a baby, and move forward with it, right? And once you do that, it starts to grow. It becomes cumulative. And now it's got a bond with you. And don't lose that bond, right? Don't ever give up on the idea unless there's absolutely nothing you can do. But you got to remember, just like bringing a child to your babysitter, sometimes you just need to step away, get out of the house, get a fresh start, come back, and let's start again. So sometimes it may mean taking that idea or that premise or whatever it is you're looking for and getting someone to share that with you, like-minded, right? People in a group, right? And I'm going to just throw that in. We are really talking about doing the spirit circle, and we would do it on Zoom, by the way, but I'll talk about that right at the end. So yes, birthing's important. It's anything. It's anything that you are changing or an idea that you have and you're bringing it forward. It's as simple as, getting a new car. You're now birthing this whole new experience and life with this vehicle, right? Anything that comes new to you that you've decided to do, you've birthed this idea, right? Same with your connection to a spirit. Some people don't realize till later that they have this connection. Me, I didn't realize until after my heart surgery, I had a connection to mediumship. This was now my idea, and this was what I had to look after, right? And I know Cher's very good at it, right? Right? Cher's a mom. She's raised, 4 amazing kids, and you know what? It's just amazing. It's just fantastic. So that's your share. Whatever you've got cooking right now, it's going to be up to you to bring it forth and nurture it, just like you did before.
I got a song in my head now.
What?
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Okay.
Sorry. Terry is up, and it's a you pick.
Ooh.
Manifestation. I love it. This card is spot flipping on.
Isn't
Thank
it though?
you. Love it, Cher. So you're going with?
I'm going with the surrender cards for Terry.
Surrender for Terry.
Oh, there it is. Interesting one as well. Surrender comparisons with other people. I'm going to tell you, all through COVID, this has been very hard for people to do. Right? Beautiful card. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So basically what that card's saying is be you. Right? Don't compare yourself to whatever this person has or that person has, like keeping up with the Joneses and that sort of thing. Right? It doesn't matter. You do what's best for you. Right? So I'm going to tell you, I've had it a couple of times.
Right for you.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
You do what's right
you know
for
what?
you. Not for anybody else. For you.
Dance to your own tune. I love that. Dance to your own tune. So and Lori knows I've had comments on it before, and I'm going to show you right now. So you do what does you best, right? Doesn't matter who you hang around with. Doesn't matter what you follow. Doesn't matter what it's about you, right? Never look at somebody and go, wow, I wish I had that. They may be looking at you and going, wow, I wish I had that relationship. Right?
Yep.
So never compare. Right? Never compare what you have to what someone else has. Because you never know. What looks great on the outside may be horrible on the inside. We never know what's behind closed doors. Right? But I'm going to tell you this. So what was this, about 3 years ago? This is what I went with hair. Eh? So shaved all hair.
Yeah.
I got more comments on this hair. Why'd you do that? Why would you do that? You know, it's not even. You know what? It's not your hair. I didn't compare their hair and go, oh, I think their hair looks better. No, I did what I wanted for me. Right? Now, ironically enough, it's become a signature.
Yeah.
People know who I am by that.
By the hair. Yeah.
Right? I walk into, because you're wearing a mask when you walk into places, restaurants, stuff like that. I went to a restaurant here in Markdale last week.
Mm-hmm.
Walked in, they went, Jerry, paranormal guy. I had a mask on. It's the hair. Right? So you do you. Right? It doesn't matter what anybody else has or what they've accumulated or whatever. Be happy with you. Because that's, again, where it starts. If you're happy with you, you're happy with what you have, everything else just falls into place. Because people will go, wow, that person was really happy. You know, I'm going to tell you, there's people that live in cardboard boxes and they're happier than ones that live in mansions. So you know what? It's not about what anybody else has, right?
You know what I think about is you walk your own path, and those that are to be with you will follow.
Absolutely.
On your path. And
some come onto your
path. If they don't follow, that means that they were there for
a lesson,
and then it was time to move on.
Yep.
Right.
Some will join your path, right? Some will join your path, and it may not always be in a positive way. They'll join your path to open your eyes, teach you something, right? And then once you've learned that lesson, they step off the path. And it may not be a pleasant way they get off the path, or sometimes you have to push them off the path. But you know what? It's yours. It's your path. Right? Everyone that comes onto your path or crosses your path, there was an intention there, something for you to learn. Right? And let's face it, this is what we're doing. Right? We never compare. Right? Be happy in the me. Be happy in the now. And that's it. Right? It's simple, but we have complicated things. And going through a pandemic has complicated things even more. Patience is at an all-time low. Common sense is non-existent. Right? So it's time to walk our path. Follow what thy heart desires. Right? That's what it's about.
So Terry says, thank you so much. This has so much meaning right now.
And I'm glad it has good meaning for you.
I really do.
Okay, who's my last one?
Last one is M, and she is surrender. Ooh. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, Mare.
Hi, Mare.
Good
happy holidays. Hoping you're liking the new house. Hope things aren't too crazy. I haven't been bugging you because I know you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm like, so how's Mare? I haven't been bugging her because I know she's got a lot to do.
There's unpacking and there's renovations, and you know what? I'm just hoping she's settling in nicely. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's boundaries, right?
So this is surrender to setting limits. And this is where a lot of us lack. Right? Lack is a huge spiritual word. Yes. As much as you'll hear law of attraction, you will hear lack. If you live in lack, your life lacks luster. Lack. Right? So this one says, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships.
This is for you, Em.
This is for you, Em.
Yours.
This is yours, Em. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So when you say no and somebody goes, what do you mean by that? No, that's it. That no is a sentence. Okay. So setting boundaries for some are hard, right? We have friends who have a neighbor that lives up the street.
Most people have
No. You know who I'm talking about. And, they're constantly calling. Can you come and do this? Can you come and do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
No boundaries.
Yep.
No.
Merry Christmas to you too, Bridget.
Merry Christmas. So boundaries are key, right? There's times where you set boundaries. I set boundaries for those that are allowed to take my energy, right? There are boundaries that I set not with Lori, but encompassing Lori, right? That our time is precious to us, and I will not let things interfere with that, right? So there are times I have to set boundaries, and then she will do the same. She'll see that I am like overloaded, and now she will step up and set boundaries for the two of us. Okay, boundaries are not a bad thing, because as much as you may not set boundaries and people take advantage of you, those people will not let you take advantage of them. They've already got a boundary, right? Narcissists are great for setting boundaries because the boundary is you will do for me. Don't ask me to do for you. If I volunteer to do for you, that's different, right? So boundaries are huge, and there's nothing wrong with having them, right?
I'm going to go as far as you have to have them.
You do, right?
If you don't, then you're not being your true self.
Right, you're not being true to you.
Right? You're not being truthful, because there's times that you just have to say no.
Sometimes having no boundaries means you're a puppet. And no one wants to be a puppet. Who's that outside? So set those boundaries. I will not be treated this way, right? I deserve respect because I'm worthy of it. And you know what? Even sometimes in just simple things, right? I can't work this overtime, or I can't do that because you know what? My family needs me. So you know what? Set those boundaries, right? We all have limits. And if we don't set boundaries, we get pushed past our limits. And that's when things go sideways, because now we want to explode, right? But if we set those boundaries, they're healthy boundaries. They keep us where we want to be, and it keeps others from being where we don't want them to be, right? Boundaries are huge.
And you have to set boundaries in all aspects of your life. Many people, including myself, right, are now mostly working from home. So you have to set those boundaries on when you're available and when you're not, because you have to have downtime.
Screen time.
Right? You have to have those boundaries. You have to have personal boundaries.
Yep.
Right? You have to have relationship boundaries, family boundaries. You have to.
Lori needs boundaries with the dogs.
Yeah.
Because when she sits down in the chair, all 5 of them are in her lap.
Personal space.
Yeah.
That's what is lacking.
Yeah. Hot tub comes tomorrow. That will be our personal space. The hot tub.
Hot tub comes tomorrow.
Yes. So
it's exciting.
I hope these cards and these reads have been good for you. I hope that you've enjoyed them. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Absolutely.
Right?
Enjoy.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Right?
So Em says that I definitely resonate with this, and I'm learning how to set healthy boundaries. I was once dealing with a narcissist, and it was so tough, but it taught me so much about me. I was such a pushover and a people pleaser, and they got used to it. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser, because when we try to help
with boundaries.
people, right? When we try to help people, and why did she get that? Go sit down.
I don't know.
We try to help people as much as we can, but we do have limits, right? We do have limits. We do everything we can within our power, within our boundary. Hi. Right? Just so you can see, there's Luna right
There's
there.
Her head.
There's
Boy.
her head. Right? She's, at the table here. She's our big suck. She's the biggest
She's getting
suck.
tired. She's like, oh, I need some loving.
But boundaries are important to have for you. Don't ever forget that. Right? Also set boundaries with how tough you're going to be on yourself. Right? Don't push yourself too hard. Have those boundaries. Right? But have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Be kind to each other as much as you can.
Take some time for you. Relax.
Yeah.
Just and be in the moment. If that's anything that we can, throw to everybody, be in the moment over these holidays.
Yep.
Just
enjoy.
Be. Let the little things go.
Water off a duck's back.
If something doesn't get done, let it go. It's okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Everything will be okay, right?
So
you have a good Christmas too, Em.
Everybody take care. We'll see you after the New Year.
Yeah, after the New Year.
Yeah, but I'll pop in. We'll pop in over the Christmas holidays just to see if everybody's having a great time. But honestly, be good to each other. Okay, everybody take care. We love you all.
Stay safe.
Absolutely.
And be humble and kind. Good night,
everybody. Take care, everybody.